Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cataclysm. Well, not even Cataclysm. It's Mr. Pandaria. Mr. Pandaria pre-released, to be more specific. And today we are on our Mage, the mascot of the channel. In today's video, we are going to be continuing with our leveling. Now, this video is going to be a little different compared to all my other stuff because I'm not really going to be doing many quests. No. Instead of quests, I am going to be doing dungeons, as well as herbalism and doing my professions. Now, this is going to be a little bit different because this won't be traditional, but here's the thing. Here is the thing with this. This video I'm using as sort of a 30-minute reference kind of video, where I am promoting that I'm going to be doing this character on stream an hour after this video goes up. So, at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 2 o'clock Pacific Time, I will be doing this character, going through the leveling motions, dungeons, quests, professions, everything I can do. Because this mascot of the channel is going to be the one I'm going to be doubling down on from time to time. I am definitely going to be doing that. So, you guys won't mind. I know that for a fact because you guys are really cool. You guys are really patient with me. And you understand that, well, I like to keep things rolling. And I really mean to keep things rolling. I have a lot of characters that we gotta level. I got a lot of streams to do. And I think we can do it. Honest to God, I think we can do it pretty easily. So, as I said in the Monday video, I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to be notified of when I'm going live more often. And last week I did do a stream after every video, and I want to keep up this process. I want to keep it up. I want to keep that flow up, because I think the more I do it, the more you guys realize that I'm actually doing it like that. And hopefully you guys will have the time to really come in and hang out and have fun and all that kind of fun stuff. I like you guys to come out and have fun, because you guys really are awesome. You guys really do deserve every little bit of effort that I can do for the best of my ability to give to you guys. And we are going to try and do some speed leveling, speed running, speed this, speed that. We're going to try to keep things flowing, and it doesn't matter what I'm playing or anything of that nature. So be it here, or be it on a private server, whatnot. Turtle WoW will be a little bit different, because Turtle WoW, I can't really speedrun on Turtle WoW, because everything tends to be slower. Funny haha moment, obviously, because, well, Turtle WoW makes you move like a turtle. The leveling is 1 times rate on there, so. Setting in classic times, it does get a little, you know, troublesome at times. But I'm still going to do it anyway. I got a warrior that I really want to do. I got a warlock that I got to do. I am making work for myself. It is true. And I don't think you guys actually mind that if I put myself to work like this. And it keeps my streams somewhat fresh, and I can go on longer if I do multiple projects at once. And I'm thinking of doing that. So when I do a Turtle WoW stream, I might do half the stream on my warrior, or I'll do half the stream on my warlock, and I will try to do a little bit of everything so that we can keep things flowing, keep things moving. And I will do the same for pretty much mists also. I'll do some Death Knight here, I'll do some Warrior there, I'll do some Mage here and there, and we will try to split things up as we go. Now, as I said in my Monday video, I do want to keep things fresh, because I know some people like to jump around depending on which videos I'm doing, and which character I'm doing. Which is fine, absolutely fine. Though, it keeps you guys sort of out of the loop if you do that. Now, I ain't gonna say that it's a bad thing to do that, because, hey, as long as my videos gain at least a bit of attention, it lets me know that you guys are actually enjoying that. And it keeps me going. I won't lie to you. It does absolutely keep me going, and I enjoy that you guys enjoy what I give out, and I think we can have some pretty good times, some really awesome times, really fun times, and you know I really like to keep that going. Now, um, I did say that if any of my viewers who watch my streams, who watch my videos, if you guys play on certain servers, if you guys want to be involved in this channel's growth, just hit me up. Just say on my streams, if you can catch my streams, just tell me what server you're on. Preferably on the servers that I play, obviously, because I have characters, you know. But just tell me what servers you're on, your guild, if your guild would be really, really cool with somebody like me who's a small streamer, a small YouTuber, who likes to do a lot of stuff on camera, do raids and other types of things on camera. I will be more than down to do it. I would be happy, absolutely happy to join you guys. I will. And if you guys also think that your guild might enjoy like a little bit of limelight, a little bit of, you know, like getting involved, because there are a lot of YouTubers and streamers out there who have guilds that love to get involved and would love to bullshit around and keep things interesting on stream, keep things interesting all around. You know, I really, really, really would not mind doing something like that. I am open to doing that kind of thing.
That spell is not ready yet.
Full stop. Like, always down. Because I think there's a lot of people out there who are really good on camera and they just don't know it yet. Now, I can't say that I'm really good on camera because sometimes I'm a bit of a downer. But that's beside the point.
That is still recharging.
Who knows, right? One of these times we will break out and we'll get tons of people watching us. Tons of people getting involved. Tons of people. Maybe even then we might make our own guild and make our own content in that kind of way. I would eventually like to get a lot of people who will get into my circle who would love to do content for themselves, and we could use this as a sort of hub for people who are just underground talent and they don't know that they're talent. Because I think there's talent in every little person, including myself. Because I've always felt like there's always people out there who are always looking for the limelight and are just, they're not motivated to do it. And believe me, I'm one of those people. I feel like I could have done a lot better here if I was more motivated. But when I was going through school, I wasn't very motivated. I was very depressed. I was very this and that. And I deleted a lot of videos that were on my channel because I did not appreciate the stuff that I was making at all. I was very, very, very much beating myself down, not giving myself any chance to improve or to be involved with myself and others. And, you know, I think it's time, I'm making up for lost time. This is what I'm doing. I'm making up for lost time. I'm trying to push myself out there. I'm making up for it. And I want to give other people who might not have that chance to have that chance. Because, hey, you never know who's going to be the next big guy. You never know who's going to be the next big star. I'm not saying they'll probably be the next PewDiePie or maybe the next Markiplier, but hey, you might be the next big one that's going to reach at least 1 million. And hey, I'm hoping that we can make it to 1 million. I'm hoping that we can make things to 1 million. That is a goal that I would love to see in my lifetime, where we can just have 1 million people hanging out, always having fun, doing content, doing this, doing that. Because I think, you know, it is it is an eventuality that we can hope for. And it looks like the tank is just running away from responsibility and everything else.
That is still recharging.
So I don't know what that tank is doing, but he's really left everybody in the dust a little bit here.
That spell is not ready yet. That is still recharging. I cannot.
And it also looks like we have 2 tanks.
That spell is not ready yet.
Because one DPS is tanking and the other tank is elsewhere.
That spell is not ready yet.
Not ideal, needless to say. But these are Faraluna players, so I don't know if they speak English.
I cannot cast.
I've noticed there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people in Faraluna now. Alright.
That spell is not ready yet.
This is one of those how strong Brewmaster is. Because he is right now fighting a bunch of people by himself, and he is not taking much damage at all. That's insane. Absolutely insane. He is fighting Lord Serpentis, and he's just bodying him.
That is still recharging.
Alright.
That spell
Let's
is
keep
not
it flow.
ready yet.
Keep the flow. Keep the flow. Let's move. Let's move.
I cannot cast that yet. That is still recharging.
Ain't no healing touch from that douche. Pulling the next boss already. Chain pulling bosses like that. Not really ideal, but hey. You do you.
That is still recharging.
Right? You do you.
I cannot cast that yet.
Always fun. Always fun. I really enjoy this. I really love this game. I really love Mr. Pandaria. I am all for it until probably till it ends. Honest to God, I hope it never ends. I hope it stays on Mr. Pandaria. I hope that this whole classic train that they have got going on, replaying through everything, does not at all end in Warlords or anywhere else after. I'd rather stay at Mist and be done with it. If they go to Warlords, I hope they just skip Warlords. I hope they make up some leveling workarounds to just not do Warlords and just go straight to Legion after this. Swear to God they should. Because I don't want to do Warlords at all. At all. I will quit. I will quit this Warlord comes out. Warlords Classic. Because I refuse. I really will refuse. We got Project Epoch coming out. We got Duskhaven in the works again. We got Azeroth at War trying to work its way through again. And we've got everything lined up, and if Warlords come out, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I'll probably do retail until that gets boring. I'll probably play Anniversary Classic everyone. Well, maybe depends. If that's even still going to.
It is too far.
I'm giving retail all of its all right now, and I'm giving it its all.
That spell
I'm also going to be probably doing a lot of Turtle WoW too. I am trying to fall in love with that server, guys. Swear to God, I am.
I cannot.
I am legitimately trying to make that server work for me. Because I see the potential it has. I see all the custom content. I see all the new leveling areas and such. I want to give it its due. And I know there are some people who want to bash on it and hate on it. Say that it's an easier form of Classic. It's really not. It's almost 1-to-1. It's really almost 1-to-1. I don't see where people say that it's easier. It's pretty much the same. The only thing that's different and why people play it more than normal Classic is, one, it's free. You just need to download it. Two, there's more content in it than actual Classic. So, there's that too.
Too far away.
Though I do understand some people's point of view that says that it's Why would you play it when you've got normal classic? Well, it's because normal classic doesn't have the same content. It does not have high elves. It does not have goblins as playable races. It does not have Gilneas. It does not have Hyjal. It does not have all these various locations that are within within Turtlewell in the actual game. Until a lot later. And let me tell you, if I will play Turtlewell, I will keep playing it until Blizzard comes out with a Classic Plus of its own. A proper Classic Plus that is not Season of Discovery, but a legitimate Classic Plus, like from that survey that was leaked. That survey, when that survey leaked, I was hands on deck. I was like, I need what they're gonna brew. I need what they're gonna brew. I need what they're gonna do. I'm hoping that the no changes people fuck off. Straight up. I hope they fuck off. Because the Classic Plus does not need those goddamn people. That Classic Plus needs people that say some changes are okay and they need to be within reason. Because if we let these known changes people take the Classic Plus survey and try to fuck with it and try to screw over a bunch of people that would like to see something fresh, something new, something that can be in accordance to like a WoW 2, we need all hands on deck to say that some changes are okay and that these no changes people are just going to ruin shit for everybody. Because I will not sit here, I will not stand by when motherfuckers who say that no changes need to happen for a Classic Plus setting can just screw the fuck off. We can compromise, we can find compromise. I don't want flying mounts. Graphical changes within reason. It needs to still look like the same old classic and not like it is in retail. I don't want no new models. I don't want no new this. I don't want no new that. I want the same old classic but in a plus setting where we can have more land, more everything. Everything. Now, I will say for the survey, one thing I do not want is new classes. I don't want new classes. What I want instead of new classes, I'm pretty sure a lot of you will agree. I know a lot of you would probably agree. Subclasses. Now, subclasses would be fantastic. And what I mean by subclasses, I mean simply put, I do mean it very, very simply. We need getting to a certain level and having a class quest unlocked for new abilities, a new way of play, a new way of a little bit of everything. Like, for example, Duskhaven. Duskhaven did this really, really well. They did not allow Demon Hunters to be playable unless you were an elf, a night elf or a blood elf, a rogue, and it seems to specifically affect only combat rogues, but a rogue at level 55 could have a class quest to go through the process of turning into a Demon Hunter. Now, we could do that shit all too easy. Necromancer class, easy. Mage at level 55 or 50, somewhere in that region where you're close to the Plague Lands. Let the Plague Lands have a quest line for you to become a Necromancer. Same way with Paladins. Paladins can easily become a Death Knight at level 55. Going into the Plague Lands, finding a Rune Blade, maybe talking to a Paladin who has fallen, become a Death Knight. Retribution Paladins would be so fucking cool. Turn into a Death Knight if you wanted to. It's all optional. It's not necessary. But Tinkers. Tinkers, I think, should be reserved only for hunters who take the engineering line, who take the engineering profession. I think that would be perfect. It would be perfect. Absolutely. Like, there needs to be some things that allows people to open up subclasses based not only on their class or their talents, but also their professions that they take in some cases. I want the game to make you work for these subclasses. Straight up. Because if you make players work for their subclasses, you can really drive up attention to certain things, open up new possibilities, open up new ways of playing. And honest to God, I think it would be pretty cool. I think balancing would be something that would definitely be hammered down on. But if you get past the balancing, you can get past balancing. You can really make the game a lot more fun, a lot more interesting. Can definitely do that. Some people say bard. I think warriors could be a good bard. I really do mean that. I think warriors could really be really good bards. I think they could be fantastic for bards. Because, the gallant warrior who goes out, sings the heralds of songs with their shouts. They got battle shout, they got rallying cry, they got commanding shout. Like, their shouts can easily be turned into song buffs and stuff like that. Now, I'm not talking about a bard that can play on a lute. I really mean, like, a bro that goes out, fucking hammers down on people like it's nobody's business. Just destroys things and just chants and cheers and yodels. Just buff after buff after buff. It is. Ooh, there's so many possibilities. There's so many things you could do. There are so many things that are worthwhile. Ideas that could flow. It is definitely doable. And Blizzard needs to have an open mind when it comes to that. I think exactly what they're doing is that they're looking at servers like Duskhaven. I think they're looking at servers like Turtle WoW and Epoch WoW right now. I think their eyes are glued on them, as well as Ascension. That's why they haven't shut those projects down, because Blizzard sees them as potential ideas they can just steal. And frankly speaking, I know a lot of private server people might think this is a hot take. It is a hot take, in general. But I think Blizzard needs to steal their ideas. Needs to steal ideas from those communities to make the game better. Because if they still want to make a profit, if they still want to have this game going for the next 10 years, they need to return to their roots. Now, a lot of people who are new to the game, who are new to WoW, might say, stealing ideas are bad. Why would a company ever steal ideas? Let me tell you. I hate to break the bubble. I hate to break your way of thinking how Blizzard operates. And if you think Blizzard is fair with their ideas, I am sorry that you are mistaken. I am sorry that you are blissfully ignorant to that fact. But Blizzard quite literally made this game successful by stealing ideas. Stealing ideas. Yes, they stole ideas from EverQuest. They stole ideas from RuneScape. They stole ideas from Guild Wars. They stole ideas from other IPs and MMOs to make the game better. I wish I was kidding. I am not kidding. A lot of older players who played during the time like I did, during Classic and stuff, when it originally released, we would literally sit down in the chats, world chat, not even world chat, like city chats, and we will point out every mechanic, every design that was taken from other MMOs that Blizzard has stole and incorporated into the game. This game is built upon not lies, but theft of ideas. If an MMO does not copyright a certain system, Blizzard will steal it. Eventually. If they think it's good enough and it makes money. I am desperately and deeply surprised that Blizzard has not stolen hardly any of the mechanics off of Final Fantasy 14. I am happy that they didn't, but at the same time, I wish they did. I know there is an honor system between both player communities, but I think there needs to be some ideas stolen. Now, Final Fantasy really accumulates a lot of its thanks to Blizzard because of the ideas that WoW had, Final Fantasy incorporated. And I think we need to work this both ways. I think it needs to be both ways. I think we really need to start stealing off of other people's ideas. We need to copy their work just to make the game better. I deeply, deeply think that. And I know it's a hot take. And I know it's pretty hard for a lot of people to really think about that. And I understand. I fully understand. But it's a necessary evil that we need to do. Believe me. Ascension steals ideas too. I am going to throw shade at Ascension right now because Ascension, a lot of their Mystic enchants, a lot of their big builds that became really popular for a time were stolen directly from League of Legends. Yeah, and believe me, they were very forthright with that because let me tell you, there were videos on their Ascension channel before it got shut down by copyright. But before it got shut down, they would showcase Mystic enchant builds that would make them feel like a League of Legends character. So I will throw shade where shade is due, because other systems do exist where we stolen ideas, even in the province. So, let me tell you, nobody's innocent at all in the matter. Be it actual Blizzard or a bunch of people who are fans of the game. So, keep that in mind. Keep that really in mind, you know? When you play certain builds in Ascension, and you really think, like, some of these abilities, they seem very familiar. I've never played League of Legends before, but I've seen videos of where they were showcasing it. So, keep that in mind for the next time you build your stuff. But anyway, guys, this video is a little bit short because I really am just running around talking. I'm just trying to level with everybody. You know, I am going to be streaming, of course, at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, an hour after this video goes up. So, do come in, stop by, say hi, everything else, because believe me, I would love to have you. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this rant, this little bit of everything, do leave a like, subscribe, ring that bell for notification to let you know when my next video goes up, and for the next time I go live. And, until next time, peace out.